Hey, and welcome to the QuickBooks University free video series, where I'm going to walk you through some of the crucial transactions that you need to record correctly in QuickBooks. These videos will form a nice foundation for you to learn how to record things correctly in QuickBooks, and it's going to make your books look much better. My name is Matt Hultquist. I'm a practicing CPA in Greenville, South Carolina. We work with a number of clients and help them record things correctly in QuickBooks, help them get QuickBooks set up. We've cleaned up QuickBooks for people. We really want to help our clients get to the point where they can use QuickBooks as a tool to help guide and make decisions in their business. Okay, we would love to have you join the QuickBooks University as a full member, where we go through all aspects of how to use QuickBooks and how to use it correctly. We've helped a number of people get up and running and record things correctly, and we really hope that you'll join us. You know, one of the unique aspects of the QuickBooks University is we do have a members forum where you can go in and ask questions, because every business is unique and every business has situations that come up that are unique. How do you record that transaction? And that's what the forum is there for. I'm in there personally answering questions. I'm there to help you out. And I also answer emails. So when QuickBooks University members email me with questions, I'll definitely help you through that process of recording things correctly. So I hope you'll join us. I think you're going to learn quite a bit. All right, so in this free video, what we're going to talk about is how to correctly record your sales in QuickBooks. In QuickBooks, there are, and in business, there's generally two ways that you're going to make a sale. And those two ways are when you get paid later for work that you've done or a product you've sold, or you get paid immediately. Okay, and there's two different ways to record that in QuickBooks. Okay, so let's go through the first way. That is through a function called an invoice. Okay, and if you look in this home screen where I'm at in QuickBooks, and I'm in this customer section, you'll see invoices. So if we click that and we say create invoices, it brings up what's called a form in QuickBooks. And it's fairly self-explanatory. You fill this out for your customer and say, here's what we're billing for. You send it to them and then you get paid. Okay. So first we're going to choose a customer and a job. We're going to say that we're going to bill Mike Block Utility Shed. Okay. Now you'll see that it pre-fills in the information for our customer. It's got his name and address, and it's got the terms we've set up, the due date, etc., and the invoice number. So you have to first choose your item that you are billing for. Okay, so let's say we are billing for blueprint changes. You can type in your description of what you want it to say on the invoice. Okay, let's say that this is a one quantity, and the rate is going to be $335. Okay. You'll see that it automatically fills out and calculates the balance due. Okay. So at this point, you're going to obviously either print or email this invoice to Mike, and so that he knows it's out there and he will pay the invoice. Okay. So let's hit save and close. Okay. So now what does that do in QuickBooks? Okay. And this is a basic accounting concept, but the beauty of QuickBooks is that you don't have to necessarily know accounting. It does this in the background for you. So what it does is it increases what's called accounts receivable. Accounts receivable is just money that your customers owe you. And it also increases your sales. So now you have recorded a sale, and you have also recorded the fact that somebody owes you this money. Okay. And I want to show you quickly. If we go to a report called an accounts receivable aging summary, okay? So if we look at this report and we say, these are all the customers that owe us money. And this is an aging summary that shows us how past due some of these invoices are. So we look at Mike Block and we say utilities shed, and it says $2,660. QuickBooks has a nice feature with this magnifying glass where you can what's called drilling down to the detail. So you'll see here this invoice created right here, number 1109 for $335. That's what we just created. You can drill down further and it'll take you directly to the invoice we just created. Okay? So it's a nice feature to be able to see the detail of transactions in QuickBooks. All right? So that is accounts receivable. So that is just showing us that is how much money that Mike Block owes us for these blueprint changes. Okay? So now the second situation is when you get paid immediately. All right? So that is what's called a sales receipt in QuickBooks. So if you're getting paid immediately, you're not going to go to invoices, you're going to go to sales receipts. So if we click on that, you'll see it brings up a form again. And again, this makes it very simple to record a transaction so that you don't necessarily have to know accounting. Okay, so again, let's pick customer job. We're going to say Christy Abercrombie for the family room. All right. You'll see one of the unique aspects, and we go through this in the full QuickBooks University training, is if we want to select outstanding time or cost to add to an invoice, we're not going to, so we're going to exclude this. So let's hit OK. And so a sales receipt, this is really the same information that you would put onto an invoice, except in this case, Miss Abercrombie is paying us immediately. So let's say it's blueprints. We have quantity 1, and she's paying us $415. Okay. So now we're going to specify how she's paying us. Let's say that it's a check. Okay. We want to fill in the check number 2517, and she's giving us that immediately. Okay. So when we hit save and close, we have to figure out where is this money going. Okay. So let's hit save and close. So in QuickBooks, you have a way to set up what are called preferences, which again, we do go through in the full videos. But in general, QuickBooks is going to default to say that the money goes to an account called undeposited funds. Okay, so it's very important in QuickBooks. If I choose that record deposits, you're going to see here that now we have to take this money to the bank. Okay, so we would select that payment, hit OK, and then we're going to deposit it to the checking account. Okay, so it's very vital to understand this in QuickBooks that when you record money you receive in a sales receipt or in an invoice when a payment comes in, it's going to put it to this undeposited funds account. That just means that you have not taken it to the bank yet. So you would want to move it out of here and put it into the bank so that you have the right checking account balance. Okay? So I'm going to close this. We're not going to save it. And we're going to go back to the home screen. So again, to take away from this video, you have to determine, is a customer paying me now or are they paying me later? And depending on the answer to that question, you're going to do an invoice or a sales receipt. This is very, very important to make sure you record this correctly in QuickBooks. Because as they say, garbage in, garbage out, if you record it incorrectly, all of your reports, what your customers might owe you, how much money you have in the bank, etc., are not going to be right. And that could cause you to make the wrong decisions. So I hope this video has helped you out. Again, we'd love to have you join us as a full member of the QuickBooks University. You're going to learn a lot in there. You're going to learn how to use QuickBooks. I guarantee you that. All right. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you soon.